Alrighty, here we go. Playing as Lothlorien today. Welcome everyone. The Elves of Lothlorien. I have considered actually, with Lothlorien, before doing this, I've only just thought about it after I pressed the start battle button, that the Dunharrow map is probably the perfect place to do a Mirkwood only challenge. I'm just going to leave that out up for suggestion. If you want to see something like that, let me know, and I shall do it. I built the wrong second building. I wanted to build the forge, but we can build that soon anyway. It's fine. Mystical Stream for the first power of the day, and let's throw it over there because that's where the AI are going to come from. So to slow the advance by as much as possible. If we're against a faction that likes to make siege, actually no, any faction can make siege this game because we're on a castle start. That's right. It's been a while. It's been a long time since I've openly wanted to play on a castle map, and we're playing as Lothlorien. And Lothlorien on a castle map is difficult for many reasons. One being we have no actual dedicated cavalry. We have Beornings and for many reasons. Okay, let's get this made into a Malon tree shortly. The dwarves are just walking around to my Malon tree. They're just going through the line of fire. I'm happy to accept that, because they also wasted Rallying Horn. So it might run out, its cooldown might run off before they do anything. Let's do some actual tactics here. Let's sit in these trees. So we get our ambush of the wood elves and then use it against them. Yeah, they're going to destroy my Malon tree. It's sad, I know, but it can't be helped. We'll have to live with that. But then they're now running around doing nothing as they're just getting killed by faster and technically stronger opponents. Although I think in a 1v1, the dwarves of Erebor would definitely beat these elves a new asshole. But let's not get into the technicals. Let's just worry about what the dwarves can do. They're going to make battle wagons and siege on a biblical scale. So we're going to need not Galafrim, is what I'm going to say. We're going to need not Galafrim. We're going to want Mirkwood elves if possible, which I don't think. See, it's too in the middle of the map. It's difficult to defend on a smaller map like this because it means they can get their siege close to their base. I won't notice it, and it will actually still punch through my outpost without me noticing it. It will get destroyed, and then I can't make any way of protecting it. So we are not going to go Mirkwood today. Sadly, no Mirkwood today. Or at least not for the beginning. We might get Mirkwood later on. But we're not going to try and save our economy and do it. That is the worst thing to do. As I've said many times before, I thought Mirkwood was a bit of a trap with Lothlorien. And I know the AI likes to spam Mirkwood a lot, but also the AI just cheats outright. So yeah, you've got to take your losses and victories when you can, and just smile through it anyway. Getting 1 unit of border guard pikes because I am again expecting battle wagons. And an easy way to get rid of battle wagons are the border guard pikemen. Any other unit is insufficient because we don't have any other pikemen. And they're already destroying the Malon tree that I only just got made. And there's 2 units there, so probably thinking of not actually attacking there yet.
Be quick. We come to protect Middle Earth.
Are they both pikemen? They are, so we are at an advantage there. Gonna get 1 more unit of border guards, and then once this is built up, going to get the forged workers' tools to upgrade our base. We can further increase our economy and the health of our buildings, I believe.
Ready, elves.
While they're walking through, have my pikemen, who are the least effective against enemy pikemen, just rebuild this Malon tree. They have axe throwers, they have axe throwers. Emergency, they have a unit that is actually focusing me. I'm going to throw down the mystical stream again. And just throw it once again down like that.
Weapons ready, elves.
Once the axe throwers are dealt with, we can then move to... Yep, there we go, first battle wagon of the game.
Weapons ready, elves. We must protect
And
the
2
woods.
hits was enough to kill it. Well, 2 trample hits
Ready, elves. We must
was enough to
protect the
destroy it.
woods, Earl.
But that's not going to stop the AI. They're going to keep making more. So I'm going to get the Galactic quarters now, just so I have my full roster of buildings built. Focus on the units that you are actually fighting in the moment. Don't worry about the ones that are running away. They are going to run into a base that is going to, quite literally, shred them into dwarven paste. And wear their beards in ceremony. I have 1 elf alive here. I'm going to build the Refuge in the Woods power. I'm going to get the Refuge in the Woods power. Throw it onto this Malon tree in the back. I'm going to run to that Malon tree in the back, and I'm going to heal, because we are in desperate need of recovery. We have 120 command points of 4 units. That's not good. We need to also get a hero that can deal with enemy heroes. Because the dwarves have some mean characters in their roster. So I'm going to save up for Celeborn now. I know that may seem stupid, but trust me, nothing else the enemy can make is going to be able to defeat us. Nothing else they make. If I can kill off all their heroes, then we're fine. We're golden. We're good. Our army is healing up to its full capacity. I'm spending no... Yep, you see all their foreign stone helm. The second biggest, baddest hero killer in the game. Just because he has 3 powers that are made to kill heroes. Celeborn has 4 powers that are made to kill heroes. His passive and all 3 of his actives. Not including Might the Silver one though, because that's just an increase to his actives. Yeah, it's an increase to his other actives. Yeah, in fact, in this case, if they... no, they've still got Edain and Gimli to worry about. So I am going to focus on getting Celeborn now. Get Celeborn now, worry about everything else later. Worry about the repercussions of siege later. Do I worry about settlers tools? Do we think we're going to have enough buildings to make settlers tools worth it? Oh, are we going to be able to kill off foreign before it destroys my border guard house? I don't know, actually. I am, however, going to improve my pantry and get combat training while we have the money for them. And now foreign has moved his attention away from the base. And yet that building is destroyed. They're going to destroy my other 2 Malon trees, I am sure. That's foreign down. Get some more guardsmen and pikemen while we're at this. That unit of pikemen is going away. King Edain is here. See, yep, I told you. They spam their heroes like crazy. Oh. And they've already got siege. No. No. Oh, shit, I can't deal with that.
Hurry, elves of the
You have glowing and I can't deal with that. Okay, get more elves. That's my only solution right now. Get more elves. Get more elves and try and have Celeborn deal with glowing. There's an axe throw, so they're going to stay near that catapult. One good thing about catapults, and it is... Oh shit, all my units are away from Celeborn. And he's going to die. Shit. That is really bad. But we did destroy the siege, so it, it evens out. We killed Edain, Foreign, and Glowin. There's only Gimli really need to worry about right now. But after that, it's all over. They're not going to make any more heroes. I think Howday is going to make a decent substitute for Celeborn. If I was paying more attention, I would have kept Celeborn alive. I could have, and I would have. But I failed to recognise it, and I'm owning up to that mistake, and I'm going to move forward. It's all I can do is move forward. Or potentially fall back and, just get healing. Battle wagons by the crap load. Just walk in front of them and they're gone. Nice and easy. Another battle wagon. See? The dwarves are worse, are more notorious for making battle wagons than Rohan is for making siege. And that is why I focus so heavily upon going for border guard pikemen, because it is necessary. If you don't have enough border guard pikemen to protect your other units, like the Lothlorien, when they get when you get to that point, you are going to lose
Tree is under attack.
a lot. And there is no power on this earth that can stop that from happening if you are not prepared to deal with it. And that's why I've not built a single unit of archers yet, because archers currently are only good if they are given their upgrades. I'm sorry, but that is literally the state of affairs. I'm playing as Lothlorien, and I've still not built a single unit of archers because I know how useless archers are right now in the current meta of Edain. They just don't have what it takes without any kind of upgrades.
Our homes must be defended.
Let's just fall back. Save up for... No, I'm just going to get Elvenwood. I hardly ever use this power, but I feel like I should use it more. Because with it, I can use the Ambush of the Wood Elves power on all elf units around it. So I'm going to put it here. It's also a deterrent for siege against AI, which is also very important. They're walking away. They're just going to destroy a building. I don't really care about their buildings. They just use last stand. Don't even bother trying to kill them. Deal with something more important, which is protecting the base. And yet there's the battle wagons again. Have some pikemen just walk forward. They've got to slow down, man. I love Mystic Stream. I used to hate it. I used to hate it for its inconsistency with where you could place it. But when you just learn the AI's patterns and movements, you realise they do just go to the same place over and over and over again. And you can use that to your advantage when fighting them. Just throw it in the one place they're always going to send their troops, and they're never going to actually hurt you. Do we get Celeborn back? I might just get Celeborn back. I'm going to get Celeborn back. Because yeah, Gandalf is a thing. He is a very problematic factor we have to worry about, and because he is now there, we cannot move in that direction unless we want him to summon a dragon on our ass. So I'm going to stealth my elves for what it's worth. Winning and losing that. Yep. Get some more elves to try and aggravate Gandalf to use his dragon. The battle wagon will die, so I don't need to get pipe guards. Gandalf is coming this way. Run away, in different directions. Zigzag. Don't stay in one location. Okay, it's done. He can't kill us all. I'm gonna get... Do I get the Bjorning... I am. I'm gonna build a Bjorning homestead now. That siege unit is still on my base. Still on my ass. Celeborn is back though, so we might be able to get out of this. I'm willingly sacrificing Celeborn again. Probably shouldn't be doing this, but it's fine because we've got other guys showing up as well. Howdare probably shouldn't be on his own either. He doesn't have his golden arrow yet, so let's not worry about that. Or a silver arrow now, sorry. It's not golden arrow until he gets his gift from Galadriel. Throw the stream out again. Oh, also, another thing I noticed is the actual stream that comes out gives a mini AoE slow in the area. It's not just the water itself. We're making very good money right now, and our army has not really depleted that much. Although saying that, yep, there they are. Right on cue. To reduce my command point limit by a little bit. Get forged, set the tools, so our Malon trees that do still exist can give me some vision or a stealth field, or the like, you know, the like. Let's rebuild this Malon tree and make it a refuge in the woods, just so we don't have to keep falling back to this. This is the last stand heal fountain. This is the more aggressive, forward-thinking heal tree, which heals even when it's being built. That's right, I just figured out a new thing and I didn't even think about it. Shut up, you didn't know. You didn't know until I said it. Don't need to expand the storeroom again, not yet, but I will improve the combat training. Oh, what? What hit me? Oh, it was a battle wagon. I just saw the wheel. I just saw the wheels. Oh no. Since we're in our base so much, I'm also going to get the Silver Thorn upgrade for my base. That means all the archers in the base that is currently shooting will give them Silver Thorn arrows, giving them magic damage, cool looking knockback when they kill things, etc., etc. 2 power points away from getting Galadriel upgrade number 1. Do I do that or do I go for Arrowstorm? No. Arrowstorm is good against many factions. The dwarves are not one of them, especially not the dwarves of Erebor. They're just too tanky. Arrowstorm doesn't work, and it only gives a debuff for archers dealing damage, so it's even more not worth it. They've still not built this. I'm going to build over it now. And you can get me bees, please. Get me some honey.
We have not had dealings with the dwarves since the dark days.
Oh, they're getting Arkengard now. I've got to play a bit. Got to get some serious stuff out now to compensate. Well, to be fair, the Silverthorn upgrade is a big compensation for dealing with Arkengard. Because they have a lot of armor, but they don't have protection against magic damage. That is the big thing here. It's always going to be one of the biggest things we can do is just having magic damage. And I am going to now make the pikeman unit instead of the...
So loud, we could have shot him in the dark.
I'm going to make the pikeman unit instead of the warrior unit, just because we are fighting a massive amount of battle wagons. The AI does fluctuate a lot between whether they go battle wagons or other units. But when they go battle wagons, if you just go pikes, it's the perfect way to give you a breather every time you see a battle wagon. Yep, look right now. That's basically an Arkengard unit we're about to kill by just trampling it. And it won't kill our heroes now because it's dead. It's not going to do any more damage because it's dead. It's just not even existent really anymore. Gonna get some vision. They have not even gone near the outposts because, one, dwarves don't know how to use outposts properly unless they're... Actually, no, they do know. So now I'm going to shut up about that. They do know how to use outposts properly, but... no, they don't actually. No, I'm right, they don't. They don't because they'll make Dale, but they can't actually make any units from Dale. They just make it and it's like, okay, it's there now, what do we do? Expanded storeroom, we're getting Galadriel now, so we will be getting some healing from that. Move Celeborn back a bit, he's taking a bit of damage again. The problem with Celeborn is that he is strong, but he is also a glass cannon until he actually gets some upgrades. That's why, even against a hero like Glowin, he was struggling. Because honestly, without his levels up and his gift, he is quite susceptible to just being killed. If you just go one-on-one, Celeborn is not that big of a threat. If the hero itself is also like a hero killer or is just a throwaway hero, so a cheap hero that just does tons of damage, aka Glowin. And to the AI, every hero is a throwaway hero because you can get them back. Although not every hero comes back. Sometimes they just don't ever come back.
Since the dark days.
Let's get some Galadriel now because I want to get some cool elves.
You can go no further.
I don't actually believe that we only have 465 command points, so I'm going to heal up and try and not believe that. But let's get banner carriers as well so we can heal. Not heal, we can regenerate out of combat.
We must protect the woods for the enemy.
Yeah, a lot of our units here are just very low in numbers, but still very strong. Okay, first unit of Galadriel are here, and if I want to turn them into swords, they will then do Orc damage, which again, for those that don't know what Orc damage is basically damage that goes over heavy armor. So it's better in the late game to have Orc damage than it is in the early game. Early game you want chop damage, late game is Orc damage. Get longbows now. Longbows next. And let's get some border guards again, because we are losing our front line quite quickly. But we are going to also get some banner carriers built, so we can deal with that.
We have not had
Yeah, just heal up for a bit. We need to sit back and heal. We've been fighting constantly this entire game, and it has been wearing us down. But it also means when we do have a moment to actually heal, it's a very big improvement. And I'm going to use Lady of Light now because it's a long duration, and the cooldown is not actually that long compared to the duration. The Queen of Storms is quite different though. Very fast, very short duration, but the same cooldown time, so you have to be aware of that.
We must protect the woods.
Could say for Silver Thorns, not eager for Silver Thorns yet. It is good to have Galadriel. Oh yeah, if you're playing in a multiplayer PvE situation, we've got a friend working with you, I would recommend going full Galafrim and not go pikeman. Have your friend go full pikeman. Maybe you have some of the palace guards or just maybe 1 or 2 pikemen. But just go, if you can afford it, go full Galafrim with silver thorn arrows, and if you've got an ally, you will not lose. Together, you will not lose. If they're the target though, and you're in a bad position, you will unfortunately not do well. You will need to support your ally a lot with your silver thorns, because you are also expecting them to do a lot too. Because without them, you don't have any protection from cavalry. In fact, I think the worst faction to try and go full Galafrim against are, for example, the dwarves, because their battle wagons are more immune to single target damage dealers. Sorry, not single target damage dealers, to range damage, just because of their vaster health pool. Most factions that have ordinary cavalry formations have a much easier time getting beaten up by Galafrim, just because their health pools are smaller, so they're more susceptible to the magic damage bonus modifiers. Just gives you more time to keep your units alive. They're just constantly healing, and sometimes from Galadriel, sometimes from other factors. We are going to get Mirkwood ready now, in fact, now that we are at this point. I say this battle's been going on for nearly 20 minutes now, and we're now just getting Mirkwood. It's not a necessary thing, it's just a thing I want to do, because I love getting Mirkwood troops, and particularly this... Oh shit, I've got now. Tower. This tree is sacred. It shall heal me. Nice into Mirkwood. Probably should have gotten the loot from the troll lead first. He's now going to get stuck in Mirkwood. But whoop-de-doo, what can you do? Can't be helped. Small mistakes get made all the time, and I make them more than I would like to admit. Troop chamber. That was an explosion that destroyed half my army, but whatever. Where's the 4th build pot here? Why selecting this selects that? Physics is a cruel mistress. Or more particular, game mechanics is a cruel mistress. Yeah, we're still doing fine. Siege is not focusing my base, so I have no qualms with just going forward and going out and destroying everything. I think, unlike in base Battle for Middle-earth 1, I find walls to be quite detrimental, like full-on walls with gates, because basically you're trapped in there, whereas Mordor and Isengard have a more free roam style. Yeah, it means you've got the perfect defense and you can't actually get attacked in your base, but how much does that actually help you when in the early games stages of the game where you want to actually be able to fight and constantly going in? But the dwarves is not as bad because they have mines where they can take to go straight into the fight. But some factions don't have that kind of thing. Like Imladris technically has a way of dealing with that. They just get Kurdan and then teleport to him. That's something you can do if you hadn't considered doing that before. But an army, I'm losing Mirkwood. I don't want to lose Mirkwood, so I'm going to fall back. And I can because we're faster. Celeborn, I said fall back. We're saving Mirkwood. I don't think they do the same, but I don't care. The Wood Elves and Mirkwood are not like their kin. These are slowly destroying my border quarters. I'm not happy about that. Finally I got the Defender upgrade, so I've actually had Defenders. Archangard against Celeborn is not a good thing. Elite units are actually really good against Celeborn. Or just against all heroes in general. I'm still shocked by how small our command points currently are. Just got these guys killing everyone in the
We have
background
not
because
had
they're invisible.
dealings
I
with
am
the
not
dwarves since the dark
Because
days.
you know that's fair. Basically, Haldir can summon Hashari. If you don't know what Hashari are, I'm going to eventually make a Men of the East hero that can summon Hashari, which is basically Celeborn's level, Haldir's level 10 ability. But I can do it from level 3, and it gets an upgrade. Shit, Celeborn. Keep calling Haldir Celeborn. I don't know if that's good for Haldir or bad for Celeborn. Well, no, actually, no, it would be both. I don't know if it'd be good or bad for Haldir. I mean, Haldir is pretty good at what he does.
We have not had dealings with the
I'm just going to build a tower here just to get rid of this. That is annoying me. It's destroying my one building very slowly, and I'm offended by it. So let's stop that.
We have not
Let's
had
stop that dead in its
dealings
tracks.
with the dwarves since the dark days.
There's good old man Fran on the wheel. Big man Fran.
We have not had dealings with the dwarves since the
We
dark
must protect the
days.
woods.
Yeah, we need more pikemen. I'm actually going to get Mirkwood pikemen. For those that don't know, the Mirkwood units are actually stronger than the Lothlorien units in one regard, and that is, in particular, is defense. The Wood Elves of Mirkwood, despite being called the aggressive ones out of the two elven nations, Lothlorien is the aggressive faction because of their ability and which of the Wood Elves giving them extra damage, while with Mirkwood units, you instead get knockback, which is an incredibly defensive tool. It's like the cornerstone of defense. And I'm just going to demolish this myself now because I'm feeling spiteful for all that they've done. And I want another Galafron core to reduce the cost of my Galafron. I do want to get Karas Galathon Guardians as well, because I do love my Karas Galathon Guards. The unit I like to get the most of in the Defender Shire map. For those that don't know that map, I would recommend playing it at least once. Play at least once with every faction. Get a grip on how the map plays, and just try it. Because I know some people don't particularly enjoy it for the fact it's not quite what Battle for Middle-earth is, but the fact it gives you that, but the fact the Edain team made this kind of small extra mini game, I think is quite fun. To be fair, the Edain's been made quite a few fun little mini games, such as Defender Shire map, which I have not yet shown. Might show them off in the future, might not. It is not something I'm currently considering. This is something I might do as a one-time thing, as a weird act of why not. Pulling me forward. Oh yeah, by the way, Galadriel has Word of Power if you didn't know. White Lady's Banishment. Oh yeah, and with this power, the Mirror's Knowledge, I didn't actually say anything about this. This is called down spell power by 25%. It means that if Galadriel was to use Lady of Light, she could then become Lady of Light right from that. She could then become the Lady of Light again after the cooldown falls off. If she becomes Lady of Light while I have that power upgrade. You get what I mean, right? Fandor, come out your pajamas. Go into your armour. I'm not going to say whose armour I prefer because I think the person who I don't think will look better will feel jealous that their wife gives them a better gift, a better looking gift. Not saying anything about who. Summon a tree because why not? I'm going to walk in, destroy that siege unit, and then I'm going to walk away again. Like a Chad. But meanwhile, I'm just going to do this. And then I'm going to reset Haldir and do it again. I don't want anyone leaving that base. I'm stuck in that base forever.
You can go no further.
You can go no further. Indeed, Haldir, indeed. We've still got these guys here that haven't died. And I've got 2 full contingents of them. Well, to be fair, they unfortunately are not good against... unlike the Edain 3.8 counterpart that had this model, they're not good against cavalry. They get knocked back. They're not OP like the... whether they're actually called in Edain 3.8, I don't remember. It's been a long time and I don't remember many things. Get the Master Blade so I can get the Palace Guard.
Lagovania, you will follow me.
The Lady of Light is back off cooldown, although I am going to save get Queen of Storms. I'm going to use Queen of Storms next. And then I'll throw Lady of Light on top of it so I can get Vingalot. Oh, they destroyed that anyway because that siege unit survived. That's it, I'm arrow volleying your units. Try and stop me. You know, just try. Ha! And that's why I don't use it, because it doesn't kill off the dwarves. It kills Gondorians, Men of Rohan, Mordor, Isengard Dunlendings. It kills most enemy units. It does not kill dwarves, which is why I didn't get the Arrow Storm earlier. Because if it's not an instant kill, it's a hard pass for me, honestly. It ain't good enough.
We have the forged blades. We have a new structure.
We have not had dealings
Get rid of that.
since the dark
That's,
days.
oh yeah.
Tree is under attack. They attack once more.
Oh, spooky mist.
Stand in, amen.
Alright, here's some Edain lore you guys might not know about.
The heart
Originally, when Galadriel would claim the ring, it should either take it or reject it. You could get another upgrade for all of your Malon trees. If you would accepted the ring, you get a AoE that would constantly pulse from the base. So you would have a, I want to say Morse Engine effect, but I don't think many people will understand what that means when I say it, because it's not really something that's
since the dark.
a Lord of the Rings reference. It's a Warhammer 2 reference, or just Warhammer 1 reference as well. It's a Warhammer reference, total Warhammer reference,
Stand in, amen.
about the Mortis engines, which deal consistent AoE damage around. They just built a base.
The dark
How
days.
dare they build a base? They're going to destroy my base now, aren't they? They're going to destroy my tree. Not the tree! Oh, they're going to destroy the tree. How dare they?
Stand in,
We
amen.
must stay alert.
Oh no, they're going to focus my odds instead. And do no damage in the process. Love it. I'm loving it. Oh, there was a battle wagon here. That battle wagon died. And I'm about to lose this if I don't destroy what's ever attacking it. It's a Beorning. What?
Tree is under attack. The enemy.
Oh, right, he's summoned Beornings. Well, I've got to think the game didn't crash then, isn't it?
We must stand against them. Hold your positions.
Yeah, the Palace Guards aren't the... I can change them into this formation, that might help a bit.
Let none get away. We come from Mirkwood.
With the Palace Guards, you can have two different forms. You can have the Pike's form, which is definitely what I prefer to use. That's what I normally do. It also improves the defences of buildings. Or the Sword form, which improves the defences against for the heroes of Mirkwood, so
Stay ready.
Thranduil and Legolas. Obviously, you lose the defense against the defense for buildings. And yeah, Beorn didn't stand a chance.
You will follow me. Stand in, amen.
In fact, we're going to get Old Man Grimbeorn now. Just for that. I can't because he's too many command points. No! Summon a tree in his honour. Until we lose enough guys so we can get him.
Stand
Plant a tree in his honour.
Ready your swords.
Oh yeah, that's the
Your bows.
guard, by the way. The not perma stealth, but very easily stealthing dudes that Haldir makes.
the dark days.
Sometimes they go rogue and just kind of walk around the landscape, and you can control them. Which I must admit, if you could control them more freely, that'd be overpowered. Because they're constantly stealthing. The enemy will have no idea what's attacking them. And they'd be like, are you dude, are you hacking? No, I've just got Haldir level 10 and I'm abusing his power. Because who wouldn't want to abuse some power? Abusing power, Galadriel has some words about that.
The enemy is at hand.
You have no power here. Servant of Morgoth. And now she's going to get really angry. Not so angry that she can take control of enemies, because apparently that's the new level 10 of Galadriel in her dark form. But you know, she's going to become so angry she turns dark. Her dark form. as treacherous as the sea, stronger than the foundations of the earth. Not dark, but beautiful and terrible as the dawn. Your buildings do nothing now, and I have a boat.
We have not had.
I have a boat. What do you have to say about that, dwarves?
You can go no further.
I have a boat that is giving me damage, vision, speed, and attack. The heroes and units in the area.
We have restored peace to these
And that is
lands.
GG.
There is still hope.
There is still hope. Oh. Wonderful. Wunderbar. 2 victories